Hi, Pat Martin's here for Man on a Mission, and I am out on the road today coming to you. So, Elder 4 Zone at Faith Lutheran Church, Jefferson City, Missouri. I'm going to start up a new topic for you this week, and it'll run for several weeks. Give you some new challenges, make you think a little harder than you ever have probably about your faith and what you're willing to do for it. I don't know how many of you like to read. I, for one, was never a big reader. My wife, though, loves to read. She can buzz through a book in no time and read circles around me. It takes me weeks that drag on into months before I can complete a book. I'm just a slow reader. If you do read some, though, you probably have a favorite author. I like religious, inspirational, non-fiction type books. My favorite author is Mark Batterson. He's the pastor at National Community Church, a very progressive, innovative church in the Washington, D.C. area. I've read at least a half a dozen or so of his books and drawn great inspiration from several of them, especially as it relates to missions. The first one that I read, and probably my favorite, is called Chase the Lion. I'd consider picking up a copy if I were you. It's a great read, so I'd recommend you check that out. It's based on an obscure verse in the second book of Samuel, chapter 23, verse 20. On a snowy day, he chased a lion down into a pit and killed it. That's it. The whole book builds off that one small section of scripture. Benaiah is the brave warrior who goes down into the pit to kill the lion. It's amazing how Batterson can take this one obscure verse and transform it into a book that can really change the course of your life if you are willing to let the message soak in. The main theme is this, according to Batterson: you're only one idea, one risk, one decision away from a totally different life. Of course, it'll probably be the toughest decision you ever make, the scariest risk you ever take. But if your dream does not scare you, it's too small, according to Batterson. So that's some pretty powerful stuff there. I'd venture to say most of us are very conservative when it comes to our faith, not risk takers. We don't like to be outside our comfort zone. We believe God is real, but how often do we actually live like it, putting everything out on the limb for our faith and God? Faithfulness is not holding down the fort. God needs you on offense and in an attack mode. Not hunkered down, cowering from the world and its attack on us. There's one other little hidden gem in Batterson's book that I just love. He talks about how our destiny is more intricately interwoven with others than we realize. He says that the goal is not to simply help you, the reader, discover your dream, but the best way to discover your dream is to help other people accomplish theirs. That's pretty cool, I think. And the book delves into that aspect of it. So I find that pretty fascinating. But you know, that's kind of why I like to get involved with international missions, and why I try to keep recruiting others for mission trips. I enjoy working in international missions and seeing the hope it gives to others. Those that don't go on these trips don't get to see that and feel it. But what I'd really like to do is help you see and feel that hope we give as well. I want you to discover your God-sized dream and then have the courage to step out and chase it, to chase the lion and become a man or a woman on a mission.